Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I'm Iram Kaur ma'am, your English teacher from MET Higher Secondary School, Sopor. My today's lecture is for class 6th. The topic I have chosen for you is your lesson number 3 from the book. Topic is 3 questions written by Leo Tolstoy. First of all, we will give some introduction about the Leo Tolstoy. He was born in 1828 and died in 1910. He was one of the leading Russian novelists of the 19th century. His best works are War and Peace, The Death of Ivan Ilyich. He was given Nobel Prize for his novel War and Peace. Now, we will come directly to our topic 3 questions. Here, I will give you the summary or the story of the lesson. The lesson is about the king who wanted to know the answer of the 3 questions. The 3 questions were: number 1, what was the right time for every action? Second, who were the most necessary people? Third, how he might know what was the most important thing to do. These are the 3 questions for which the king was for which the king had for which the king was going to have the answers. For these 3 questions he asked his courtiers, wise men, learned men, this question was posed to all of the people who were there in his kingdom. Anyone who could satisfy the king with their answers will be given huge amount. But the king was not satisfied with anybody's answers. So he went to a hermit who was known as the wise man. He went to meet him, but the hermit did not take the people like the kings, the royals, the rich. So the king did not went there as a king, but he dressed himself in simple clothes like a simple man. When he reached the king's hut, the hermit's hut, the hermit was digging the ground. By appearance, he was weak and frail, an old aged person. The king greeted the hermit. Hermit also greeted the king, but the hermit went on with his digging. The king asked him, I have come here to get the answers of my 3 questions. He once again repeated his questions, which were: what was the right time for every action? Who were the most necessary people? How he might know what was the most important thing to do. The hermit listened his questions but did not answer. He continued with his digging process. As the time passed, the king said him, you seem tired. Give the spade to me, I will help you. The old hermit gave the spade to the king, and the king started digging the ground. After digging the 2 patches of the ground, the king repeated his question, but the hermit did not answer. As 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours passed, or we can say as the day passed, the king told the hermit, if you have answers to my questions, then please tell. If you don't have, I will return to home. I have many other affairs to do. Meanwhile, a man came running towards the hut. He was badly wounded. He was bleeding to death. The hermit said to the king, "Let us see this person first." They wounded up his wounds, they dressed up his wounds, they looked after him for the full night. Next day, this strange man, was feeling a bit better. The king was on his bedside. This man, who was on the bed, who was injured, was gazing intently at the king. The king told him, the king inquired him about his health. That person said, "Forgive me, king, forgive me." The king asked him, "For what you seek my forgiveness? I do not know you." The bearded man, or the strange man, told the king that I had come to kill you because I am one of your enemy who was following you to kill you. You have banished my brother and seized his property. For that purpose I was coming towards you to kill you. But you saved my life. He once again repeated his words, "You saved my life." Now the king was glad that he had made up with the enemy so easily, not knowing anything. The strange man, or the bearded man, told the king that I will serve you the whole life with my sons to do the same for you. Please forgive me. The king told him, the king forgave him and said, I will I will send a physician to look after you, and I will also return your property. In this way, he got patched up with his enemy. Now he went out to see the hermit, for the main purpose for which he had came there. He told the hermit was sowing the seeds in the ground. He told him, "Give me answer to my questions, otherwise I will go home." The hermit replied, "You have already been answered." The hermit replied, "You have already been answered." The king said, "How? How I have been answered?" "Do you not see?" Hermit replied. "If you had not pitied my weaknesses yesterday, and had not dug those beds for me, but had gone your way, that man would have attacked you. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, and I, hermit, was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business." Got it? These are the answers to the king's questions. Then he said, "Remember, there is only one time that is important, which we call now, or the present time, because it is the most important time. It's only time when we have any power to do anything. The most necessary person is he with whom you are, for no one knows whether he will ever have dealings with anyone else. And the most important affair is to do good, is to do that person good, because the most important, for that purpose alone we were man sent into this life. So the answer is present time. In short, the answer of the three questions is the present time. The message of the lesson goes this way: we cannot alter the past, but by making the best use of our present, we can ensure a better future. Hope, my dear students, you have got the story of the lesson. I request you to go through the detailed study of this lesson 1 2 or 3 times so that you can have a clear understanding of the lesson. Allah Hafiz.